Bobbie Richardson of Sumter now is in his 5th season as head baseball coach for the Carolina Gamecocks. Coach Richardson is our guest today on Profile. Hello, I'm Tom Fowler. Our guest today on Profile is perhaps best known as the star second baseman for the New York Yankees in the mid-60s. Now, Bobbie Richardson is head baseball coach for the University of South Carolina. I'll talk with Coach Richardson in a few minutes. First, here's a look at his life and career.
Hit and run, second baseman covered. Do it again.
Coach Bobbie Richardson is now in his 5th season as head baseball coach at the University of South Carolina.
There he goes.
Soon, Coach Richardson will pass the 100-win mark with the Gamecocks. The USC squad ranks in the top 20 nationally according to a recent poll. At 39, Bobbie Richardson has established a winning tradition for Carolina baseball. Success as a coach, though, follows success as a major league player, while most people across the country remember the Sumter native for. Richardson joined the New York Yankee organization after graduation from Edmond High in Sumter. Following a minor league apprenticeship, he played 10.5 years with the championship New York Yankees. Bobbie Richardson played 1,412 major league games as a second baseman. During those years, the Yankees won 7 American League pennants and 3 World Championships. Richardson was named to the American League All-Star team 7 times. He holds several World Series records. Most runs batted in, 12 in 1960, most RBIs in a game, 6, and tied records for most runs scored in a series, most triples, and most hits in a 5-game series.
That was a good pitch in the hit.
Well, of course, for a good number of years, I was a player, and there's a real excitement in playing. You just concentrate on your one position. If you're a second baseman, as I was, you watch all the aspects of the fundamentals of play at second base. You're involved in base running, and of course, as a hitter, you watch the opposing pitcher. And I found out there's a real transition when you go into coaching on the college level. You're in the whole ball game. You've got all the positions to contend with. You've got all of your players. You've got a batting order that you've got to make out at the beginning of the game. You've got to keep your players motivated, and you've got to realize who's going good, who's not going good. It's just a whole new ball game, and I've just really enjoyed it so far.
It's all right, they've had enough.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Good shot.
If I give you this, Bob, you walk over and tell them if they get a good jump to go.
During every game, Coach Richardson paces back and forth along the dugout steps in a manner compared to his early coach, the legendary Casey Stengel.
You know, it's amazing what you are thinking about during a game. You're, in some cases, looking way ahead. It might be the 3rd inning, but you're looking to the 7th inning, trying to think, well, now, if he tires along about the 6th inning, who do I have today in relief? Who hadn't pitched in a couple days? And there's just so many aspects to the game of baseball. Perhaps you're thinking about a courtesy runner that's sitting down in the bullpen, and you're thinking, if so-and-so gets on base, maybe I'll use him. Perhaps you're thinking, well, they just aren't hitting the curveball today, and who have I got on my bench that might be able to step in there and do well against that curveball? And so they're just really your thoughts are centered around baseball on the aspects of the game, but sometimes you're not even conscious of what's going on at the moment because you're looking ahead.
Bobbie Richardson's characteristic sense of humor comes out even during a game in the dugout. Here he has some fun with equipment manager Norm Schopp.
Ask him. Go down there and ask Norm if he's standing over there because he's on television. Ask him that. See what he says. Hey, come on, Greg. Hey, come on, Greg. Come on now. What do you say, Larry? I'll let you know what night he's playing, Norm.
At a New York Yankees and Mets exhibition game this spring, Coach Richardson was together with two of his former teammates.
Well, it's always good to get together with old friends, and Yogi Berra here is the manager of the New York Mets, and of course Whitey Ford, whose son plays at Carolina, pitching coach for the New York Yankees. And we're sure glad to have both of you here in Columbia at Carolina Stadium. Looking forward to the game tonight. Yogi, say just a word about your ball club.
Well, Bobbie, we left Florida in pretty good shape, I think. So far, we don't have any injuries, and I just hope it stays that way. We pitched Seaver against the Yankees last night, and I think he's ready for opening day.
I'll say so.
Whitey can chime in on that. Whitey, your son Eddie's had a great time here at Carolina. He's done well. He has aspirations of being in professional ball, and I'm sure that you would like for him to be.
Well, I'd like to see him get in if he wants. I'd like him to finish college first, though, Bob.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Well, listen, I've just appreciated getting together with you two fellers, and just for a moment or two, wanted to share some experiences. We had a lot of times together playing on a good ball club. Yogi, you not only played, but you managed world championships in both leagues. A tremendous honor. Whitey, you were a great pitcher for the Yankees for a number of years, and just good to have you here in Columbia.
Thank you, Bobbie.
Thank you, Bobbie. It's real nice to be here, I'll tell you that.
Great. I've sure had a lot of thrills in baseball, and if I had to pick a highlight, I think probably it would be the 1960 World Series. I attempted to bunt a couple times, and then, of course, the thrill of the grand slam home run, hitting the ball out of the park with the bases loaded. That had to be one of my great thrills in baseball.
It's the bottom of the first, and the bases are loaded with Yankees. One out, and the count on Richardson is 3-2. Bobbie smashes a hard drive to left field, and Samoli goes back, but he doesn't have a chance. It's a grand slam home run for the littlest Yankee of them all, scoring Skowron, McDougal, and Howard ahead of him. And the New Yorkers lead 6-0. In the bottom of the fourth inning, the bases are again jammed as Bobbie Richardson lines the ball into left field for a single. Scoring Skowron and McDougal. And for little Bobbie, it's another record. In Game 6 of the series, with the Yankees leading 4-0, Bobbie Richardson pulls a long drive to left field. It sails over the head of Gino Samoli, and it's in there for a triple. Berra and Blanchard tally to make it 11 runs batted in for little Bobbie in the series. It's a new record for runs batted in a World Series. After Blanchard doubles in the Yankees' 7th, Richardson cranks out another triple. It drives in his 12th run of the World Series. The stocky 165-pounder has just broken his own record.
Because of baseball, I've had many outstanding and unusual opportunities to speak. It's been my privilege to be with Dr. Billy Graham on several occasions in Japan, in Madison Square Garden, in the Astrodome in Houston, and I remember one, perhaps the first, was in 1964 in Honolulu, Hawaii. This was an unusual opportunity before a great group of people.
That was a real good introduction. When I first arrived here just a couple days ago, I was introduced to one of the team members, and a couple young boys were standing close by, and he told him that I played baseball for the New York Yankees, and one of the young boys looked up and said, "Are you the one that plays the harmonica?" Well, before he could answer, the other young boy jumped up and said, "No, he's the one that made the 2 errors in the World Series."
There have been some great ball players down through the years playing for the New York Yankees. Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig are two that I have in a picture in my office at the Carolina Stadium. There have been some others, outstanding men in baseball, and only 10 of these have been honored with a day in Yankee Stadium. It's just my privilege to have been one of these 10. And that was a great day, a day that I'll not forget.
Friends, this is Bobbie Richardson Day at Yankee Stadium. Bobbie, here is your current road roommate, Steve Hamilton.
Bobbie, On behalf of the 1966 Yankee teammates, we'd like to present you with the gun cabinet. Bobby, I think I can say that each one of us will surely miss you. But I can also say that each one of us is a little richer for having played with you. Congratulations.
And friends, let's meet the entire Richardson family. Now entering the field is a 1966 Dodge Monaco station wagon. The new Chrysler line will not be presented until the 29th of the month. And they'll send to your home a new Dodge 1967 Monaco station wagon of your choice. Down through the years, 9 all-time Yankee and baseball greats have been honored in ceremonies on this historic field. But no player ever deserved a day in his honor more than our guest today, who makes number 10. And without further ado, Bobbie Richardson.
Thank you very much, Red. Every ball player has dreams, and you've honored me today beyond all dreams. I'm grateful to all of the committee who worked so hard, to all of my friends who came great distances, and especially I'm grateful to all of you who have come out today. I wish my father could have been here today. I'm so glad my mother is here, and especially Betsy, who has meant so much to me through the droughts of some baseball seasons. And I'd like to especially say that I'm appreciative of the many things that have been given today to the organizations that I've been associated with. As I think of baseball, it's with regret that I announce that I will not be playing next year. But I'm also especially pleased to announce that I will be associated with the New York Yankees, scouting in a special assignment area. I'm also very pleased I'm also very pleased to announce that I will be working in the South with Liberty Life Insurance Company, and especially with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, having joined their staff. You know, as I think of baseball and the memories that I've had in the past 10.5 years, I think of the many experiences that I had and have had on the field. And with these experiences, I think of the opportunities on the field and the opportunities off the field because of baseball. And with opportunities, I'm thankful for the responsibility that has gone along with these. And in closing, I can only say, as Mickey Mantle has said, as Lou Gehrig has said, how lucky it has been for me to have been a Yankee. To God be the glory. Thank you very much.